first time we've been to a restaurant since it started.
I think that it is exciting to see things opening up again. That's very exciting.
Well, it's good. The food's good.
Back in business. Words of relief and hope for the future for restaurants and other retail stores forced to close during this COVID-19 pandemic.
It seems like the city finally gets it and understands that businesses here are either going to go down, go under, or be in serious financial trouble for a long time if we didn't turn things around.
And the decisive, swift action taken by the mayor and city council are giving these businesses the turnaround they need to remain in business.
What I really love about what the city has done in the last week or so is they're being thoughtful and conscious from a safety perspective, number one, but they have that economic wheel turning in their brain, and they're thinking about the fact that we've got to do something to let these businesses get back open.
Now, under the criteria required by Santa Barbara's public health officer and other regulators, restaurants were given the green light to reopen.
So there's a whole list of things that the county and city gave us with regard to, the brewery itself, the physical structure, and the checklist we need to go through. But then also for the employees every day, when employees come in, it's got a series of questions. How are you feeling? Do you have a fever? You got a temperature? We can take their temperature if we feel like we need to.
Temperature checks and employee questionnaires don't necessarily ensure safety within the business. So other guidelines are in place to lower chances of infection, such as social distancing, wearing masks, frequent hand washing, and disinfection.
So if you look, these are at least 6 feet apart from the end of that chair to the other. So I've got about between 35 and 40% of the regular capacity I would have. And the reason I have that is I've been able to extend back into the brewery and out into past my roll-up out into my parking area in the back. So without that space, I would be much less than 35%.
A creative, fun way the city is helping implement social distancing is by turning State Street into a pedestrian promenade. This not only allows foot traffic in the street, but lets restaurants further expand their outdoor seating.
The ABC office in Sacramento has allowed all of establishments that serve alcohol and beer and food to move their establishments out onto the sidewalk and into the street. And that'll be fantastic because I can go all the way to 7 feet short of the center line and probably see 25, 30 more people outside, which is where they want to be anyway, right?
The promenade also relieves sidewalk congestion, which is a concern for transmission.
But there is enough space here to walk and feel safe now that they've opened up State Street.
And the newfound space is attracting people to our hardworking businesses.
I'm looking forward to spending money along State Street, having lunch and dinner, and supporting them as much as I can.
Residents and visitors are watching out for one another while at the promenade to try and lower infection rates while enjoying themselves.
We have masks and we're staying in our group.
I think people are being polite and careful about each other, yeah.
Still practicing the social distancing, like there were only the other customers, like one more customer so far away from us. So that was safe. We felt safe.
Despite the excitement of reopening, the virus is still here and we must remain vigilant.
Are we going to see a spike in cases with this? Maybe.
It's 3 months, and we haven't gone anywhere in 3 months.
It doesn't mean when we reopen that the disease is gone.
That's
Let's
right.
continuing to practice.
But overall, people are relieved to be dining out and experiencing a taste of normalcy in downtown Santa Barbara.
It's interesting. The mindset of people that are coming out right now have been cooped up for 8 to 12 weeks. And the fact that they can come out now and sit in the sun and have a beer, there's an upside and downside to that. The upside is that I think it's mental health for folks to get out and finally be enjoying themselves. They also want to create a place where people can come and create memories. So that's one of the things that we heard a lot of last week is I'll never forget this day because this is the first place I went to after the pandemic.
Practice social distancing, wear your masks, wash your hands, and enjoy yourself by heading downtown to support a local business.